Hey, how you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Big Frog's 4x4. Today I just want to do a quick rundown of how to put the front brakes and rotors on a 2009 Chevy Cobalt. Now this is going to be a real quick video. You've seen me do brakes before, you've probably seen them on other videos before, so I'm just going to give you a rundown real quick of what you need to do and what tools you're going to need. You're going to need a decent size 3/8 ratchet. So I'm using this one, Cobalt. It might be, I don't know, was that 14 inches or something long, 15 inches? Actually, these are 14 millimeter, and you're going to also need a 15 millimeter socket with like a 3-inch extension on. Once you have both your caliper bolts out, you can grab a hold of the caliper, and you need the steering turned this way anyways, and just pull gently on the caliper, and that'll press in your caliper piston. If that doesn't press in easy, there's a chance that your caliper is bad, and you'll want to put a new caliper on it. Then pop out your pads, and then take off your caliper mount. Once you get that off, 15 millimeter bolts take off your caliper mount. You want to pop out your clips here for your pads, and examine down in your caliper mount. If these are rusty at all, well, I live in the rust belt, so they're almost always rusty. You need to clean all that rust out of there, both of those, then use a brake lube and lube those up. Put your new clips in, and then lube up your new clips. Also make sure that both of your caliper slide pins are free. Remove those. You got to hold the rubber back, pop them out, put new grease in both of them, and put them back in. Once you have these all cleaned up, I use this Permatex ceramic brake lube. That's what I use to lube it up. And I just smear that down in there. Make sure all the metal is covered. And that'll help that from rusting up again. Alright, now you can install your new clips. Lube up the slides. If this is rusty at all, your hub, make sure you clean that all up. And then you want to put anti-seize on that. Alright, you have your new brake rotor. You want to make sure you clean off any oil, so get yourself a can of brake clean. Spray it down. A clean paper towel. Wipe it down. Flip it over. If you have an old axle nut or a large nut of some kind, that works really well to hold your rotor in place. And I cover the whole hub area of the brake rotor with anti-seize then. Now, if you want when you want to compress your caliper, all you need is a cheap, I think it's just a 5-inch C-clamp. Yeah, 5-inch C-clamp, an old pad, and just slowly crank that in and press it in. If this press is difficult in any way, you probably have a bad caliper. Make sure you get a new caliper if that's hard to press in. If you get any brake lube on your rotor, make sure you get that all cleaned off with brake clean and a clean paper towel. The metal clip on your brake pad goes towards the upper side on the inside. And just put your pad down in. It should set right in. Should not be hard to go in. It should be nice and loose. Then you can install your outer pad. Make sure your brake caliper hose is not twisted. Make sure it's straight when you put it on. Your pins have flat spots that need to sit against here on your caliper. And then you put your caliper bolts back in. I like to put a small dab of Loctite on each of my bolts. Not a lot, and the blue Loctite, not the red or anything else. The blue Loctite and just a small dab. So when you screw those in, just no chance of them vibrating loose. They don't have to be extremely tight, just basically snug them up. I'm sure there's a torque spec. If you want that, you need to go online and find the torque spec. And that's how you do the front brakes on a Chevy Cobalt. I know that was kind of quick and through, but if you have any questions, put them in a comment down below. Thanks for watching Big Frog's 4x4. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, God bless.